Hi, welcome back to a new video. In this video, we are going to learn about what exactly does it means when Kubernetes says that it's deprecating Docker. So let's try to understand three main use cases and its impact. The very first use case, are you a developer? If so, you can still continue the way that you are using Docker today, because the images that you create out of your Docker files are already OCI compliant and are already honored by all the CRI implemented runtimes like the Containerd and CRI-O. The second use case, if you are an administrator but your cluster isn't using Docker runtime, then you are pretty good to continue. There is no impact. Use case number three, if you are an administrator and are using Docker runtime in your cluster for whatsoever reasons, then yes, you have some work to do, but you don't have to do that immediately. You got quite some time to do that, because as you know, Docker supports three minor versions, that is the current minor version plus two previous minor versions. Now let's try to understand the Docker on a very high level architecture. So whatever the command line utility that we get when we install Docker is a very much user enhanced experience, which in itself is a runtime, but behind the scenes the Docker engine uses another runtime called as Containerd, and which triggers another small low level runtime called as runc, which actually runs the containers. So this is a very high level overview, and what's happening now at this current moment of 1.19 and also 1.20 through 1.22. What is going to happen is that, first let's see it from a Kubernetes perspective. So a request comes to the Kube API server, which is then routed to Kubelet to create a container, and Kubelet will route the request to a container runtime interface, and that will be sent to Containerd or CRI-O as of today. So that's a normal way that is expected. But behind the scenes, the Docker has been kind of hard coded with the help of a shim called as Docker shim. Now, just to show you what exactly a shim means. So in computer programming language, you can see that shim can be used to support an old version with the new versions or vice versa. So if you want to see it kind of in a real world, this is how it looks like. It's a kind of a medium that helps you to patch the older version with the newer versions and vice versa. And so this Docker shim helps you to interact with the Containerd through the Docker runtime. So it does quite a lot of things behind the scenes. So basically this has been maintained by the Kubernetes community or the Kubernetes team, and which actually is going to be deprecated. It's not that Docker itself getting deprecated, but when they say Docker getting deprecated, which means that the Docker shim is going to get deprecated. So that is all you need to know from a Kubernetes administrator perspective. But if you are a Kubernetes developer, you absolutely are good. You can continue whatever that you are doing today works. And these are some of the resources which I wanted to share. And the same resources I can show you here. What do we mean by OCI? That is Open Container Initiative. You can go to opencontainers.org and find it out. And to understand more about the landscape of the container runtimes, so Containerd and CRI-O are currently being maintained by the CNCF. Of course, there are a few others: Firecracker from AWS, gvisor from Google, and so on. And the very good thing for us is that Mirantis is going to take over the support of Kubernetes Docker shim. So today when you install the Docker along with your Kubernetes, whether you are using kubeadm tool or any other installer, you are going to get Docker shim out of the box. But going forward, since Docker shim will be removed, so Mirantis is planning to create kind of a custom Docker shim, so which you might have to bring into the Kubernetes cluster. But if you are using the Mirantis based Kubernetes distribution, then this will be coming out of the box. And to learn more about the Docker deprecations, FAQs, you can go to this particular blog and read it. And if you want to know from a Docker's perspective what they mean when they say that Kubernetes is deprecating Docker, this is a very detailed blog which you can read. So that is all for this video. Thanks for watching.